Don't try Bukowski's radical philosophy for the unfulfilled soul. Find what you love and let it kill you. Charles Bukowski, * the weight you're carrying. You wake up every morning and put on the mask. You go to the job that drains you. You smile at people you don't care about. You pursue goals that someone else told you mattered. You're trying? God, are you trying? Trying to be successful? Trying to be happy? Trying to figure out why none of it feels real? And here's what nobody tells you. The trying is the problem. Not the effort, not the work, but the desperate, teeth-gritted, soul-crushing act of forcing yourself to care about things that were never yours to begin with. If you feel hollow, unfulfilled, like you're watching your own life from behind glass, this message is for you. Because a chain-smoking alcoholic poet who worked at the post office until he was 50 figured out something most people die without learning. The things worth doing don't require you to convince yourself they're worth doing. Today, we're diving into Charles Bukowski's philosophy of do and try, the two words he chose for his tombstone. And I promise you, this isn't what you think it means. Bukowski's life, the proof and the pain. Let me tell you about Henry Charles Bukowski Jr. Born 1920 in Andernach, Germany, raised in Los Angeles during the Great Depression. His father beat him, not discipline, brutality. 3 times a week, he'd take Bukowski to the basement and beat him with a leather razor strop until his back bled. His face erupted in horrific acne that left permanent scars. Kids called him Scarface. He was alone, ugly, and convinced the world hated him. So what did he do? He wrote. Not because a teacher encouraged him, not because he had a plan, not because he thought it would save him. He wrote because when he sat down with a pen, something in him that had been screaming finally went quiet. At 24, he wrote his first story. It got published in a small magazine. He got paid $5, and something clicked on ambition, not hope, just recognition. This is the thing. Then he stopped writing for 10 years. Why? Because he tried to make it work. Tried to be a real writer. Tried to get published in prestigious magazines. Tried to fit the mold. And the trying killed the thing that made it real. So he quit. Took a job at the post office. Drank himself stupid every night for a decade. Worked a job he hated, surrounded by people he despised, in a system designed to crush anything resembling a soul. But here's what's important. He wasn't preparing. He wasn't planning. He had given up on writing as a career. Then, at age 35, sitting in his dingy apartment after another shift at the post office, drunk on cheap wine, he started writing again. Not because he decided to try again, but because he couldn't not do it anymore. He wrote about the post office, about hangovers, about desperate sex and broken people and the grimy reality nobody wanted to acknowledge. He wrote the truth, not the literary truth, not the profound truth, but the actual ugly truth of being alive and disappointed. He sent stories to small presses. They rejected him. He kept writing. More rejections, he kept writing. Not because he believed he'd succeed, he had no such delusions, but because writing was the only time he felt like himself. Then someone published him. Then another. At age 49, an editor named John Martin offered him $100 a month for life if he'd quit the post office and write full-time. Bukowski, after 24 years of sorting mail, said yes. He published his first novel, Post Office *, at age 51. Most people would call this a late bloomer story. Bukowski would call it, I finally stopped trying to be what I wasn't. *, don't try. What it actually means. When Bukowski died in 1994, his tombstone bore the words, *, don't try. People misunderstand this constantly. They think it means, don't have ambition wrong, don't work hard wrong, be lazy and give up catastrophically wrong. Here's what it actually means. #, don't try equals don't force what isn't real. *, if you have to constantly convince yourself something matters, it doesn't matter to you. It matters to someone else, your parents, society, your fear of failure, but not to you. Real work, authentic work, the work that's actually yours. You don't have to try to care about it. You have to try to stop caring about it, and you can't. Bukowski wrote, *, if you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This isn't motivational, it's diagnostic. The test. If you can walk away from it, walk away. If you can't, then you don't have a choice. So stop pretending it's about trying and just do it. The brutal honesty, most of what you think you want, you don't actually want. You want the idea of it, the idea of being successful, the idea of being an artist, the idea of being special. But ideas don't require 3 a.m. sessions where you can't sleep because the work is calling. Ideas don't require sacrificing comfort. Ideas don't require showing up when nobody's watching, when there's no reward, when you've failed 100 times. Asterisk, asterisk, Bukowski's litmus test. If you're doing it for recognition, validation, or to prove something you're trying, and trying means it's not real. Asterisk, asterisk. The philosophy behind Don't Try. Bukowski wasn't the first to understand this. He just said it more honestly than most. Asterisk, asterisk, Lao Tzu and Wu Wei. Effortless action, asterisk, asterisk. 2,500 years before Bukowski, Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu taught asterisk Wu Wei asterisk, often translated as non-action or effortless action. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means acting in harmony with your nature, not against it. The river doesn't try to flow, it flows because that's what rivers do. When you dam it, force it, redirect it against its nature, you create resistance, stagnation, destruction. Lao Tzu, you wrote, asterisk, the master does nothing, yet leaves nothing undone. Asterisk, Bukowski, in his own profane way, was teaching Wu Wei. Stop trying to be a writer. If you're a writer, you'll write. Stop trying to be successful. If your work has value, it will find its place. Stop trying to be happy. If you're living authentically, contentment follows. Asterisk, asterisk, Nietzsche and Amor Fati. Love of fate, asterisk, asterisk, Friedrich Nietzsche taught asterisk Amor Fati, asterisk love of one's fate, not resignation, but radical acceptance that your path is your path, not the path society prescribed. Nietzsche, asterisk, my formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Bukowski lived this. He didn't try to be a young prodigy. He worked the post office. He didn't try to be respectable. He drank and wrote about whores and hangovers. He didn't try to be likable. He was abrasive, difficult, honest, to the point of cruelty. He loved his fate because he stopped trying to change it into someone else's version of success. Asterisk, 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 Kierkegaard and the authentic self, asterisk, Skren. Kierkegaard spent his life writing about one question: how do you become yourself when the world is constantly telling you who to be? His answer, asterisk, the most common form of despair is not being who you are. Asterisk, this is the despair you feel, not the despair of failure, but the despair of living someone else's life, of trying to want what you're supposed to want, of forcing yourself to care about promotions, possessions, status, things that mean nothing to your actual soul. Kierkegaard would recognize Bukowski immediately, a man who refused every comfortable lie and paid the price for brutal authenticity. The real-life example. Bukowski at the post office. Let me give you the scene that captures everything. It's 1969. Bukowski is 49 years old. He has been working at the post office for over 2 decades, the same job he took as a temporary gig. Every night, he comes home to his apartment, opens a bottle of cheap wine, and writes until he passes out. His supervisor hates him. His coworkers think he's a drunk and a weirdo. He's been written up multiple times. He has no pension plan, no career trajectory, no respect. One day, a small publisher named John Martin reads Bukowski's work. He's struck by the raw honesty. This isn't literature. This is life bleeding onto the page. Martin tracks Bukowski down and makes an offer. Asterisk, I'll pay you $100 a month for the rest of your life. Quit your job, just write. Asterisk, $100 a month. In 1969, barely enough to survive, Bukowski, this man who'd been drinking himself to death every night, who'd been beaten down by the system for decades, sits with this offer. And you know what he thinks? Asterisk, asterisk, not finally, my big break. Not I knew I'd make it. He thinks, asterisk, if I do this and fail, I'll end up on the street. But if I don't do this, I'll die at the post office, and I'll never know. Asterisk. The next day he walks into his supervisor's office and quits. His boss, this petty bureaucrat who made his life hell, looks shocked. You're making a mistake. You have benefits here. You have security, Bukowski, in his own words. Asterisk, I'd rather die on the street than spend one more day sorting mail. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. He wasn't trying to be brave. He wasn't trying to be a success. He was done trying it all. He went home, sat down, and wrote asterisk post office asterisk in 3 weeks. It poured out of him not because he forced it, but because he'd finally stopped forcing himself to be anything else. That's Don't Try. Number # for the depressed soul. Your permission slip if you're reading this and you feel empty, exhausted, like you're running on a treadmill that goes nowhere. I need you to hear this. Asterisk, asterisk, you're not broken. You're just trying to care about the wrong things. Hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk. The diagnosis, asterisk, asterisk, depression isn't always chemical. Sometimes it's existential. Sometimes it's your soul screaming. Asterisk, this isn't my life. These aren't my goals. This isn't who I am. You're depressed because you're living in opposition to yourself. Every day, you're trying to be excited about a career that bores you, care about achievements that mean nothing to you, maintain relationships that drain you, pursue a version of success that isn't yours. Asterisk, asterisk, the trying is killing you. Asterisk, asterisk, hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk, the permission you're waiting for. Asterisk, asterisk, you don't need to try harder. You need to stop trying to be what you're not. Here's your permission. Asterisk, asterisk, you're allowed to quit things that aren't yours. Asterisk, asterisk, you're allowed to walk away from the good job that destroys your soul. You're allowed to disappoint people who love the version of you that isn't real. You're allowed to fail at things society says you should succeed at. Bukowski. Asterisk, isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. Asterisk, translation. When you stop trying to please everyone else, you'll be alone for a while. That's not punishment, that's the necessary clearing of space for your actual life to begin. Hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk, the brutal homework, asterisk, asterisk. Ask yourself these questions. Answer honestly. 1. Asterisk, asterisk, what do I do that I never have to force myself to do? Asterisk, asterisk, not what you're good at, not what people praise. What calls to you even when it's inconvenient? 2. Asterisk, asterisk, what would I do if nobody would ever know? Strip away the recognition, the Instagram post, the resume line. What remains? 3. Asterisk, asterisk, what am I trying to care about that I actually don't? Asterisk, asterisk, the promotion, the degree, the relationship. Be honest. 4. Asterisk, asterisk, if I could walk away from one thing tomorrow with no consequences, what would it be? Asterisk, asterisk, that's your answer. That's the thing killing you. The unfulfilled life. Why you feel empty. You feel unfulfilled because you're full of the wrong things. You're full of other people's expectations, society's definitions of success. Fear, masquerading as ambition. Goals that sound impressive but mean nothing to you. Asterisk, asterisk. Asterisk, asterisk, hash, 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 asterisk. Asterisk, the metrics that don't matter. Asterisk, asterisk. Society tells you that you're winning if you have a good salary, a respectable title, a nice house, an impressive resume, social media validation, but Bukowski lived in shitty apartments, drank cheap wine, worked a humiliating job, and died happier than most people with corner offices. Why? Asterisk, asterisk, because he was himself, fully, unapologetically. Asterisk, asterisk, he wasn't trying to be Charles Bukowski literary figure. He was just being the scarred, angry, honest, broken man who happened to write better than almost anyone because he refused to lie. Hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk, the success that actually matters. Asterisk, asterisk, real success is this. Asterisk, asterisk, at the end of your life. You were yourself. Asterisk, asterisk, not the best version, not the most impressive version, just actually you. You didn't spend your one existence playing a character. You didn't sacrifice your truth for comfort. You didn't trade your soul for approval. Kierkegaard. Asterisk, to dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. Every day you spend trying to be what you're not, you lose a piece of yourself you can't get back. Hash, hash, how to stop trying and start living. Here's the practical path forward. Hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk. Step 1. Identify what's real. Asterisk, asterisk. Pay attention to what you do when you're avoiding your real work. That's often closer to your truth than the work itself. Bukowski wrote drunk, late at night, when he should have been sleeping. That's how he knew it was real. It interrupted his life whether he wanted it to or not. Asterisk, asterisk, question. What keeps showing up even when you try to ignore it? Asterisk, asterisk, hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk. Step 2. Stop explaining yourself. Asterisk, asterisk. The moment you're trying to justify your choices to people who don't get it, you've already lost. Bukowski didn't explain why he wrote about drinking and sex and failure. He didn't defend his subject matter. He didn't try to make it palatable. Asterisk, asterisk, your real work doesn't need defense. It just needs to exist. Hash, 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 asterisk, asterisk. Step 3. Accept the cost. Asterisk, asterisk. Bukowski was clear. Asterisk, this could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs. Isolation is the gift. Asterisk, being yourself costs something. People will leave. Opportunities will close. Comfort will vanish. Asterisk, asterisk, but unfulfillment costs more. It costs your entire life. Asterisk, asterisk, hash, hash, asterisk, asterisk. Step 4. Do it anyway. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 4. Do it anyway. Asterisk, not because you're trying, but because you can't not do it. That's the difference. Trying is effort applied to something external. Authenticity is pressure released from something internal. Asterisk, asterisk, if it's really yours, it'll feel more like surrender than effort. Asterisk, asterisk. The final word. For those who feel lost, if you're depressed, unfulfilled, feeling like you're re-dying slowly in a life that does unfit, Bukowski's message is on give up. It's asterisk, asterisk, stop trying to be what you're not, and find out what you are. Asterisk, asterisk, maybe you're not meant to be a corporate success. Maybe you're meant to write, or build, or teach, or create something the world doesn't have a job title for yet. Maybe your depression isn't failure, it's your soul refusing to accept a counterfeit life. Bukowski again, asterisk, find what you love and let it kill you. Let it drain you of your all, let it cling onto your back and weigh you down into eventual nothingness. Asterisk. This sounds dark. It's not. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's permission to die for something that matters, instead of dying slowly for things that do unto asterisk, asterisk. You have one life. One chance to be actually, authentically you. Not the you that looks good on paper. Not the you that makes your parents proud. Not the you that fits the template. Just you. Asterisk, asterisk. So stop trying to be anything else. Asterisk, asterisk. And if that means walking away from everything comfortable, good, that's the test. If you can walk away, it wasn't real. If you can't, then stop pretending you have a choice and do the thing that won't let you go. Your tombstone is waiting. What will it say? For Bukowski, it said, don't try for you. Maybe it'll say, finally stop trying to be someone else. That would be a life well lived. Now go.